So, playing Zyra this game, and I've decided to go the Sorcery as my primary tree and Domination as my secondary, opting for Comet because I think it's a much more consistent damage output for someone like Zyra who can proc it multiple times with just one plant. Mana Flow Ban for the mana sustain. I don't think Zyra has mana problems, particularly with the support item giving some regen, but I think it's just a nice one to go. You could go Nimbus Cloak here alternatively if you're very good with your mana management and you don't think that's a problem on Zyra. Transcendence for that 10% CDR, and then Scorch just for that extra poke damage with Cheap Shot in with, whenever you hit your E, you can get the Cheap Shot proc twice, not only by the root, but then by the slow that the plant does, as well as with your ult. So you usually end up doing about 500 to 800 damage with that. And then Ravenous Hunter. I really like this one if you feel like you need to pop off on a champion because it gives you a lot of healing. I think at the end of this game it was a 30-minute game or 25-minute game or so, and I had about 2.3k healing done from Ravenous Hunter. And then just offense, double adaptive force, and then armor as secondary. If you want, you could go scaling cooldown reduction here, but I was really focused on having a really strong early game, and yeah, let's get into this game. Okay guys, so this is actually my first placement game on this account for Season 10, so it's going to be super interesting to see what rank everyone is, but I've been auto-filled into support. I primaried jungle and secondaried mid, but got auto-filled into support. So one thing I note, I didn't ask for a switch, I didn't ask for anything, I'm just going to play it through because I think it's super important to be able to play in auto-fill positions. Regardless if you get put in support and you think it's a really useless role, you can still ultimately win your lane as a support and actually influence the map quite a lot. I was actually going to go Blitzcrank this game, and I thought that would have been a really good pick because I would have been able to win lane for Kate and then help Ahri and Xin out in terms of ganking their lanes, but also counter jungling, etc, etc. However, they did pick Morg second pick, so I just went, okay, I won't play that. I'll just go Zyra because it's a much safer pick in this kind of matchup. It's not so one-dimensional. Blitzcrank's very one-dimensional. So I was adapting to my playstyle. I was adapting to the game matchup. I was having in my mind, I really wanted to play Blitzcrank, but I was like, okay, it's not going to work this game. So let's just play this and see how it goes because I think this is much more safer. We can see Morgana roaming, so I'm going to ward here and rotate, noticing that I'm coming around to help out here. Never mind. Now I'm going to try and burn a flash here because I was dead regardless, but at least I get to burn the volley flash for my flash. So really silly by me there to assume that they weren't in there, but we do end up potentially winning this. Never mind. Jhin gets one kill. Caitlyn's zoning well. Now Kate's in trouble, and this is the fiesta we've all been waiting for. So I'm going to go to lane because that is the biggest fiesta I've ever seen. So this is actually going to be a good game to see if we can come back from this. 1-5. I'm still going to help my jungler leash because there's nothing really else to do on the map. There we go, some good chat already. So what I'm going to do this game, just, can you mute all in this? No, you can't. So I'm just going to mute every single one and just play the game. Super easy to do. As soon as something bad happens in your game, you can do that, getting some nice poke off while going for the CS as well. I'm just sitting back here, no point in going aggressive on her because Jhin is now 2-0. So just trying to get in some poke. Make sure you're always trying to proc your Spell Thief, so keep an eye out for when that's up. Also keep an eye out for when your Comet's up and Mana Flow banned. And we can win this if Kate goes aggressive. She doesn't want to, which is fair enough. I mean, the Jhin is 2-0. Again, you can use this brush really effectively, so I'm going to actually walk around. There we go, got really good poke off on this Jhin, even though he's 2-0. So we could be playing this lane as if, the game's already lost. And that's why I did mute chat. But look at the pressure now that I am. And there we go. We're back in the game. So super easy. All you got to do is use your brush. Don't get tilted by the fact that you're down 1 and 5. And look, we're already back to 3 kills to 5. So we can get a kill on this, but I am a little bit cautious as to where Volibear is. So I'm not going to go for a turret dive. Just going to go for a nice little poke. And notice how I'm not taking turret damage. And I'm protecting the Caitlyn as best I can. She's not the best AD carry, but I'm not going to flame her for it. I'm not going to, you know, rage that we didn't kill Morgana there. That wasn't my intention. It was just to give her pressure and to help her out. I'm going to go Dark Seal this game because I feel a carry coming through. And I wouldn't recommend that, going that on support, but if you're confident and you've got that kind of mental confidence in your game, go the Dark Seal. It's super efficient at about 3 to 4 stacks of glory. It's one of the most valuable items in terms of gold costage, so really good. We actually should get a pretty good setup here. So Caitlyn's not actually going to lose any CS. And that's the importance of pushing lane in before you back. See how I'm helping her weave auto attacks. See, notice how I've set up all the things. There we go. So we got a lot of wards here. And notice. Notice how we're still winning these trades because Caitlyn's coming to help me out. So really good binding by Morgana there actually, but we end up winning that trade. And again, I am trying to look for this brush. They'll see me in this brush, but what it's going to do is create a lot of pressure. And what I'm actually going to do is walk around to here. And notice that they haven't seen me in here. And again, get good poke off. I won't die. Caitlyn gets really good pressure. Volibear is still mid, which is really good. And there we go. Hopefully Caitlyn can... No, okay. That's fine. I would have thought Caitlyn would like to get that kill. So a little bit over aggression by me. Again, being super confident, thinking I'm better than their lane, and actually forgetting that, you know, the Jhin is actually 2 and 1. His one auto attack. I couldn't do much there in terms of actually helping her. At least I kind of set it up a little bit. There we go. So get that kill. Super easy. That's the importance of using brush control. Now, if Jhin goes for any CS here, I've got Flash and Ignite. And there you go. You get the kill. Obviously, I burnt Flash for it, but at least I get out. And again, hoping this Ahri comes, but she might not. She's going for the ward clear before. Now, really well played by me, and I noticed that my Ahri wasn't actually coming to help me straight away. So instead of kind of sacrificing myself, what I did was actually tracked out, waited for Ahri to clear the ward that she was clearing for some reason. I'm not going to question that. You know, you can't help what your teammates are going to do. You can just kind of impact what you're going to do and change that and adapt that to your team's behavior. And that's learning. See, you know how I died here with Jhin? I was thinking that, okay, my Kate's going to come and help me. And I actually learnt in 2 separate scenarios. Within the space of a minute, I went, okay, don't be so reliant on your team helping you because they may not help you. And there we go. Caitlyn gets a solo kill on her own. I think Caitlyn's super strong as well at the moment. So I really like that she's getting the kills now. She's 2 and 2, but she's smashing it in CS. And again, see, I'm hidden here. Ahri's got to watch out. I could actually go help her, but I wouldn't get there in time. Hopefully Xin can get there. It's a shame Morg's there as well. And that's my ward, by the way. So just giving us vision now that Morg is there. We can see that Morg's still here. So we can easily get these platings for free. And Kate wants the reset, which is fine. Again, I'm just going to ward for her. And again, I'm going to go into this brush. I think these brushes are super underrated. No one uses them. And I think they're just so strong for what you can do with them. And Xin Zhao's really coming back. So we were down 5-1 and we're already back to 13-10 within 10 minutes. So there you go. Super easy. All I'm doing is literally AFKing in a brush. Of course, Jin was stupid to go up there, and who knows why he cancelled his ult. But this brush, if you can maintain control of this, it just makes the game so easy. And I'm not saying you can do this every game. This is a unique game. I'm not playing the best either. So it's interesting to note that you can actually do this even from behind. And notice how I'm trying to get vision here, because Caitlyn doesn't have flash, I don't have flash, and so if Volibear does come for us, we're actually in a lot of trouble here. And always help your laner, whether it's your AD carry, your mid lane, always help them push as much as possible. And I'm going to leave that for her just so we don't stuff that up, because Catapult is not worth missing. Now we know Volibear is mid, but I'm just going to do that again, just in case. And there we go. So straight back into lane. We just kill him. Now we get turret. And again, helping the Caitlyn push. And I'm backing. Ping Dragon 50. And just ping on my way. I'm not chatting. I'm not saying anything this game because I think I'm actually all against chat. 90% of the time, no one is going to say anything useful. And I feel mentally rejuvenated. At the start of this game, we were down 5-1, and now we've come back 15-11. I don't know what my team's saying. I just listen to pings, and that's how I play. So, stupid thing I've done here is not get my warding trinket. So, as soon as your passive gets, as soon as your gold income item gets upgraded and you can place wards, go get that sweeping lens because it's super essential. And notice how I pretty much always have a control ward, either at least on the map or in my inventory. In this case, I have a ward on the map and also one in my inventory. And you can see here how it says 1 out of 1 placed. You can see also on the minimap where you've actually placed it. It has an X marks the spot. So I am just going to change my pink ward to there. Notice now I'm going to try and catch this Jin out so he can't help. These guys out. And there we go. I'm pressuring out of the game. Perfect. Now I get prio and Jin doesn't. So I'm rotating. Again, I'm just going to put a ward there for them. Again, just getting vision of Jin. We can do this. I have plants. And I will protect him as much as possible. So I know he can now do this on his own. So I'm going to go again, looking to impact the map as much as possible. There we go. So I did actually let Ari die there, but I did manage to burn Jin's flash, even though my flash was literally int. And notice now how I've got 10 Dark Steel stacks. So that's a bonus. That's a 40 AP for literally nothing. And, what is it? 350 gold for 40 AP. And that's the equivalent of the blasting one that costs 850 gold. So you can see how efficient it is. And obviously, if you die, it's not as good. But notice how now I'm already, I could be backing right now. But I'm actually looking to help this Nasus. If he can somehow survive this. A shame he couldn't. But now I am at least able to defend this. Caitlyn's going for Rift. So what I'm going to do is just remain unseen. Again, using the brushes. You can use them in top lane. You can use them in bot lane. And look, notice how I'm staying. With Zyra, if you're not in a brush, your plants will start spawning. So notice I go out of the brush. Oh, what? I thought that was the enemy TP. So I backed off. There we go, just getting vision, so not actually trying to do anything here. Again, they should know now. Just taking that just in case. No need to let that go. As you know, a guessing game. And look, notice how Caitlyn and I are now rotating to try and take every turret on the map, at least tier 1 anyway. Now, I, again, am doing something risky, but I'm rotating around. They will see me here. And notice now I'm backing off. And we will get the kill. And perfect, super risky by me. I was actually assuming that Renekton wouldn't be there. It would just be Morgana and Volibear coming from here, which I was theoretically right about, but then it turned out I completely forgot about Renekton. So lucky I got out there, and did you notice what I did? Well, all I did was do my full combo and then run. I didn't try and weave auto attacks. I didn't try and keep using abilities because I believed that I could actually get away there as long as I didn't chuck anything. I don't think they can see it when you actually mute yourself, so I'm just gonna give a smiley face. I'm gonna, again, notice how I'm not giving them vision of me. The longer you can stay out of vision, the scarier you become. I mean, a 6-2 Zyra, you know, it's not the scariest champion in the game, but if you can stay out of vision as long as possible. Again, that was a bad ward. I was actually trying to ward there. Stay out of vision as long as possible. And look at this. It's okay to take CS as a support. I'm going to leave this for Ari if she wants it. Never mind. Again, notice how I'm trying to contest this scuttle, even though I know my team isn't actually here for it. Good stuff here. And I'm still trying to stay out of vision. Notice this Morg is kind of always in vision. Again, looking here. Trying to keep the Volibear out of position. And notice how I'm just sitting back here. Caitlyn's doing Rift. I've got 3 mid. They're looking to force this. And again, not going too cocky, because now I'm 6-2. I'm actually worth gold. You know, I've got a 500G bounty on me. I am going to rotate and help my team, but they really didn't need to do this. Especially when drag's up. I'm just going to ping that for them. Let them know. And look what I'm using my sweeper for. I'm using my sweeper for us to get vision before drag spawns. And now we've got complete setup, as long as my team doesn't int, and you know they might. You can't do anything about that. But I'm just coming in here, doing my thing. You know, that had nothing to do with this vision clear. But what my vision clear was trying to do was get Dragon. We've got Rift Herald coming, and I know Xin can solo this, plus he's got vision. So, he's got vision control, so there's no point in me going to help the Xin. And I'm actually going to take this one step further and actually rotate to top lane. Or actually, I think the Rift Herald is the right choice. The mid lane. We'll get turret. Again, I don't care that I'm taking CS because I think we should back. And again, notice how I'm just trying to play like a control mage for this Caitlyn. She's in trouble. I can cancel my back if I need to, but I want to reset. I've got 2.1k gold. I haven't used my stopwatch yet, so I'm actually going to go on Magi's here, be a little bit greedy, and go for that, just so I can use my stopwatch before I can complete my Zhonya's. So I get kind of double the bonus of the stopwatch. This Nasus, I think, you know, just let him do what he's doing. And yeah, just, I mean, you can't help someone like this. His lane isn't even doing well, so who knows what this Nasus is thinking at the moment. And as a support, you can defend lanes. It's really important to, you know, I know I'm very far ahead, but you can actually now soak CS, because once you've got your upgraded item, you don't get that gold income penalty for taking CS. And now I'm playing a lot less risky than I would normally play because I'm 8-2. I've got a 700 gold bounty now on me, and I should actually be grouped up with my team, to be honest. And they are now grouping, and notice how I've got the support minion bounty on me now. So I actually thought that would stop at a certain CS, but I mean I'm only at 37 CS, which is a little bit random. I am rotating. I'm going to put a ward. Wards in lane are super strong. So what they do is basically just give you vision control of that. Again, if this Renekton stays out of the game, this is perfect. Again, I'm just controlling him. So as long as he doesn't go to help the Xin gets a free tier 2 there. Obviously, I'm getting reduced gold from here, but that's not the only reason to push waves for gold. It's also to provide pressure for the rest of your team. So Xin gets that. Again, I'm warding. Using all my wards, trying to use all my wards before, and just making sure my back timer is protecting Xin as much as possible. So I'm actually going to stay here. He's pretty much not in danger at all, but I'm just making sure that he doesn't get too greedy. And even if he does, I can actually make a gank opportunity out of it because I can go for the kill. Now, it's a shame I didn't get to use my stopwatch. It's not the end of the world, though. You don't keep forcing not going Zhonya's just because you want to use the stopwatch and get the double bonus effect out of it, which I'm a big fan of. Noticing how I'm helping Nasus clear with Sweeper rather than me using my Sweeper. Just getting vision everywhere, so Renekton will most likely come through here. Again, we're just zoning here. I think Renekton's actually more tilted than the Nasus, which is really good to see. Now, what I'm going to do here, again, risky, but I'm clearing my vision, and I'm going to put a ward here, just in case they do decide to try and defend this. There we go. So, Zyra, little trick, you can use your plants to help give you vision before face checking if you're out of wards. Again, just zoning. So kiting back to get out of the Jhin because I did actually get chunked down quite a bit. And again, it's GG. So, really good use of Zhonya's there. You know, so I think I'm just going to go the team player build. Morello's is a really nice item. I know there's a lot of controversy around it, particularly if you watch or listen to LS at all, Korean commentator, also a League of Legends coach. He really dislikes Morello's and thinks everyone just brain dead buys it. But I actually disagree. As long as you analyze your matchups and think, okay, none of my team have healing reduction besides Nasus, but that isn't... you know, they have to attack him for that to proc. And I'm just pushing this out. Again, silly. Trade. I'll take blue off them. Again, just taking as much as you can. What's the term they use? You know, when an army's retreating and they burn all their resources as they leave. That term, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to take everything as I retreat, just so we can maximize gold income for us. Because it's not only gold income for me, it's actually taking away gold from them. So it's actually double the value of, say, a neutral minion CS. You're actually taking away double the value. Again, notice how I'm just zoning. Trying to get rid of the turret first. And notice how I'm just staying quite far behind. Get the perfect timing on that, and that's GG. Don't overcomplicate having to carry. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You know, you can just play slow. And again, using my plants whenever I can. Basic, but it just helps out. Again, Ravenous Hunter has now done 2k health. So I healed, 1400 health in the last 7 or so minutes. Making sure. GG, well played. Always say GG, well played, regardless if you mute your team or not. It just is a good mental reset for you. So that's actually my first placement for ranked this season. Interesting game. That invade level 1 was definitely interesting to say the least, particularly by what I did, just over believing in our confidence. I'm actually gonna give it to, I want to give it to Caitlyn, but I think I'm gonna give it to Xin Zhao because he really thrived in that game. Obviously I get S. There's something going on there. Good to see, I did a lot of damage that game. Zyra is one of those champions where you're going to do the most, but I'm really happy with how much my Comet did, how much Cheap Shot did, how much Scorch did, but also that healing on Ravenous Hunter. Vision score. I think this is something really important to look at as a support. Look at me, 70 to 24. So not only did I place double the amount of wards, I destroyed more wards than anyone, pretty much everyone in total on their team. I destroyed the same amount of wards, and I only purchased 2 wards. So it's a usage of sweepers. It's a really good vision score, and you can see that my damage dealt, I was just a lot more impactful than Morgana. I mean, I even had a higher crowd control score as a Zyra versus Morgana. So I actually had the highest CC in this game, and Zyra is a support and a control mage, but you really didn't think that about that. So here we go. Look at this. Oh, God. So that's why you mute chat, because I literally was oblivious to what my entire team was saying the whole game. I just focused on my lane. I inted a couple of times, and you're allowed to int. Don't forget that you're allowed to int. You just got to make sure you don't let it tilt you. You learn from it. Notice how I learned from that first int in bot lane to that second kill I got in mid lane, where I played it really slow, took a step back, waited for Ari to realize that I was trying to help her, and then go in after she goes in. So really good game. That's my first placement. As you can see, I got placed into Silver 4, so it's looking like it's a back to how to climb out of Silver series here. But cheers, guys. Good luck on the Rift. I hope this has helped you. And I'm actually going to break this up into a full game. Sorry, so yeah, full game and then just highlights. And also, if you're still watching and you're interested in knowing more about me as a coach, please go to lolcoach.academy. I've just typed it in, and click get your free profile review. No strings attached. All you have to do is click it, fill out your name, summoner name, region you play in, Discord name if you have it, email, and your ranked goal. Get it now and hit me up, and I will do it personally myself. It usually takes about 24 to 48 hours for me to get back to you, but yeah, super easy way to do it. If you want to chat to me on here. If not, follow me on socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, lolcoach.academy. And yeah, cheers, good luck on the Rift, guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.